Welcome back to ARC Salt Lake, where we cover authentic, relevant, and community stories. In less than 2 weeks, Salt Lake City will come alive with a fiery game of bingo. It is set to take place on September 27th. It's called Bingo Loco. It is bringing the confetti, excitement, and a night filled with music and fun. Joining me this morning is Craig Reynolds, co-founder of Bingo Loco. Craig, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Great to be on.
What is Bingo Loco for those who have never heard of this?
So Bingo Loco is not your grandmother's bingo. It's a wild mashup of game show, rave, comedy mixed into one. And as you kind of mentioned there, it's confetti showers, dance-offs, hilarious hosts, and insane prizes. We travel all around the country in our wild bingo getup, and we give away everything from giant teddy bears to flat screen TVs to Vegas vacations. And we are in the US about 2 years now. This is going to be our debut in Salt Lake City. And right now, I think it's going to be our 140th city in the US. So super excited to come down to you guys and put on a good show. Okay,
September 27th. Where is it taking place in Salt Lake?
So it's taking place in Union Event Center. And the show actually sold out immediately. So the demand was so high, we've added a second date on Saturday, November 22nd, just to cater to everyone who's keen to jump in on the Bingo Loco action.
And where do people go for tickets if they want to get in on that second date, basically?
So you can go to bingoloco.com to grab your tickets.
Well, tell us how this got started. Where did the idea come from, and talk about getting it off the ground?
So it started 8 years ago in Ireland. Myself and two friends of mine, we've always been throwing some crazy parties ever since our college days. We did things like putting a hot tub inside a nightclub. We did yoga disco. We did karaoke parties. And for some reason, bingo was the one that just clicked and landed with people. Because the first time we did our event, I was trying to convince friends of mine to come down, and they said, "Really? You're putting on a bingo event?" And the event went on for way too long. It was about 6 hours long. I had about 50 friends of mine in a basement of a nightclub in Dublin on a Thursday night. And afterwards, a video of the event went viral, and everyone said, "You need to do that again." So here we are 8 years later, and you know, doing events all around the world and still promoting bingo events. And I've moved over to the US with my family to do that. So it's been a pretty wild ride.
So did you ever imagine the course, the trajectory of where this would take you?
I didn't at all. I certainly did not think I'd be promoting bingo events in Salt Lake City and all around the US, but that's where life takes you. Sometimes you just have to take the ride. So yeah, it's been pretty fun, and really excited to see where things go over the next while.
What type of demographic does this event attract? Because we think of your traditional bingo games, it seems like an older crowd. Obviously, you said it's not your grandmother's bingo game.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes we get grandmothers come down because they say, "Hey, look, this looks like a fun bingo event." And they still have a great time, but they're mainly in the sidelines videoing things on their mobile phones. Our typical demo at the events is, I would say, anywhere from 35 to 55. It's people who want to still go out, party, have fun, and have some crazy time with their friends. But the best part is we finish up by 10:30, 11, so you're home in bed by midnight, and there's no hangover the next day for people who like to enjoy a beverage or two.
You have said that this show in Salt Lake sold out pretty quickly. Has that been the same in other cities across the country?
It's been the same in some cities. It's unusual for us to sell out so quickly. I think it sold out in a matter of hours as soon as we announced the show. Because our model is a little bit different than most events, where we go in and we set up in a city and we do a residency. So we hope to do multiple events over the course of a year. But it's very unusual for us to sell out before we even host our first event, because normally word of mouth spreads, where you might go to the event yourself, you put up some videos on social media, your friends go, "Hey, I thought you were going to bingo, not some crazy party." and it tends to have a knock-on effect where people buy tickets. So I think people of Salt Lake City might have seen it in other cities around the US, and they're excited. But yeah, definitely, it's going to be a huge reaction, and super excited to go down.
How has a word of this event spread over the years? What do you think is behind its popularity and people getting excited about it coming to their place?
I think it's just the contrast of what it is. We call it a bingo party or a bingo rave, and the two words just have never conjoined together before in history. So people really don't know what to expect, but then when they see videos on their friends' social media, that's where they get excited. And I think a big thing for us has been TikTok and that kind of natural virality, where customers of events have put up videos and it's blown up and got millions of views, and we've been inundated with requests to go to these different cities where people might have seen it on social media.
Okay, Craig, let's go over the basics one more time here. It's coming up September 27th, but you said that show's sold out. Where can people get tickets for another show? Did you say it's coming in November?
Yes, so it's coming November 22nd for our second show, and tickets are available on bingoloco.com. And hopefully we'll be announcing some more dates off the back of that. So anyone who wants to come check it out, bingoloco.com, and hope to see you there.
Okay, well, Craig, congratulations on all of the unexpected success with Bingo Loco. We appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me on, and hope to see you there yourself sometime.
All right.
Have a good.
Thanks a lot. You too.